Now, there's a familiar tune right there that I have not heard in a decent while. Happy Halloween, everyone! This is the Halloween stream game for the year. I don't actually have a hotkey to go over to the layout. I have to click manually to here, I believe. And then there goes the chat for reasons beyond comprehension. And then bam, there's the video game and stuff. And we'll see this in a hot second here. So, in 2019, for Halloween, the Halloween game that was done was Luigi's Mansion 3. That was the day that came out. And back then was kind of before I had the obligation of like, hey, maybe I should play things in order, you know? So I ended up doing Luigi's Mansion 3 straight up. And then did something else for the following year, Halloween. And then the year after that, so 2 years later, I was like, alright, I guess we're going reverse chronological for this. So ended up doing Luigi's Mansion 2. 2 years after Luigi's Mansion 3. And then last year did another different spooky game. And now 2 years later again, ended up doing now Luigi's Mansion 1. So anybody who tunes into like this full trilogy playlist down the line, with every subsequent game, you'll end up going like 2 years back in time. So, you know, that'll be interesting. This will be a very unique series around here from that perspective, where it's like, hey, here's some time travel back as we you know, make it through the series and stuff like that. So, you know, that'll be kind of interesting. I went in a different cosplay for each of the video games there. Like, I'm fairly certain it was my Enharmonia cosplay for Luigi's Mansion 3. It was my Edward Kenway cosplay for Assassin's Creed 2. But for the very first one, here's Luigi, with everything except for the gloves, because I need to be able to, you know, play the video game and stuff here. And I don't think I can do that with gloves on. And in fact, I'm fairly certain I left them in the other room, but whoops. I really wanted to 3D print myself a poltergust, but I didn't have enough time. And if I did, then I also wouldn't have enough material. I didn't have enough time to order in like more material. Namely, I wouldn't have enough red because it would take like a kilogram and 200 more grams on top of that of red filament. And I didn't have that much. And I was like, yeah, I don't know if that's happening. What else can I use to hunt ghosts? Then I ended up buying this. So I wanted to stream earlier today, but I was really tired on getting home. So it's like 7 p.m. now, so I wanted to get started on this early, and that didn't really end up happening. I don't know why I was so tired. Maybe it was from wearing this on my back around university like all day today. You know, it's not super heavy. It's just kind of awkward and weird and stuff like that. You know, but a lot of people got a serious kick out of that. I had several people take pictures of me on campus today. And even someone at the train station as well. That was interesting there. But it seemed to be a costume that a lot of people got a kick out of, like the combination there. And I said like, yep, Luigi's not messing around with the ghosts anymore. So that's what ended up happening there. And I did my first class with this thing on non-stop. I just like turned the chair sideways and, you know, arm over it. And this was really a bit of a posture check, let's say. And it really hurt my back. My second class, I just straight took it off. I could not deal with having this thing on my back anymore. But, you know, apart from spans like that, I was wearing it through most of today. And it was it was an interesting experience, let's say. I also ran into my neighbor when I was wearing this through the campus halls. And she looked at me and she was like, holy shit. And that was pretty funny there. It was pretty good. I definitely had fun today. Got a decent bit of Halloween candy around campus from, you know, students and staff that were giving stuff away. And that was pretty good. So, interesting time. I'm looking forward to playing some Luigi's Mansion here. So, that's what we're doing now. But yeah, and you're in the shark suit. Nice. Do you get any comments on that throughout today? Lose your mind over the Bungie layoffs? It's so bad you quit Destiny 2. Oh, jeez. Yeah, from what I've seen posts around online, it seems like things are pretty not so great right now. Oh, look at how pleasant this mansion looks. What an awesome place this looks like. I can't believe I won a free mansion. That's insane. Wow, those are pretty messed up looking ducks. I don't know what to tell you. In we go. Part of me was thinking about doing the 3DS version. But, you know, after everything that happened with Luigi's Mansion 2 on my 3DS, I was like, yeah, let's not. How about, you know, literally fire the guy who made your favorite song. Jeez. Yeah, that's not great there. Whoa, glitchy effect there. I didn't really have a layout with this perfect ratio set up, so I just repurposed my Pokemon Coliseum one, which wasn't quite right. There was tiny little spaces of black on the left and right of the game, so I just stretched it up a little bit. I think that the game is cropped very slightly off the top. Yeah, like I, on my screen, can just barely see the top hand on that clock, but it's cut off here. You know, but that little bit of difference, you know, might barely even notice that. You know, in fact, if I just didn't say anything, you might not have known that anything was cut off at all, but I'll just mention it here anyway. And stuff that, you know, there's a little bit off the top of the screen that's cut off there because I was like, I'm just gonna repurpose all my old layouts instead of, you know, recite that rather than freaking making an entirely new layout just for this, especially with how tired I was. Now that I'm already streaming, like, I'm already feeling, you know, a little bit more awake and stuff, you know, now that I'm chatting here. Now that I've become a chatty Cathy. Wait, don't I need, like, a key from some base or something? Because I think I've played Luigi's Mansion briefly, like, forever ago. I don't think I've ever beaten this game. You know, I've clearly played 2 and 3. But, okay, well, oh, there's the key. Yeah, it also made stuff like the original Halo theme, you know, the one considered a masterpiece. Well, I guess they weren't having any more of that. Also, I wanted to have these lights on initially just to, like, show it and stuff. You know, especially this blue one, it is very distracting in, like, the corner of my eye and very flashy. So I'm gonna end up turning this off, which I think is this button. Yeah, there it is there. It gets kind of noisy when turning it on and off. So I thought about turning off the lights on it during my classes, like, because it might be distracting to people behind me and stuff. But, I don't think I can go through here. Oh, ow. One of these other ones is locked. But I didn't want that sound to, like, echo throughout the classroom, so I just didn't, and I hope that it wasn't too distracting to the classmates behind me. And it seems like not. They told me afterwards, like, oh, the lights, they were really cool and stuff. That was really neat. People kept on asking me if I made that, and I was like, I wish. No, I just bought it. Was the case. But yeah, let's see here. But better news, FNAF Sweep, it's beaten Mario. Okay, so it has grossed higher than Mario's opening weekend now. Jeez. Whoa. Whoa, look at that vacuum cleaner. You know, I think this is a little bit of a heavier duty device. Also, when it came to this thing, this is like a Spirit Halloween thing. They had like a smaller, cheaper one that's like 80% the size of this that was a bit more affordable, and like the big fancy schmancy model with all the bells and whistles. They did not have any more of the smaller, cheaper one, and when they checked inventory, oh, okay, too old for this ghost catching tomfoolery. It's auto-scrolling, so anyway, nice to meet you. I'm Professor Egad. This house, I swear, it seems to have more ghosts every day. What's a young fellow like you doing around here anywho? I totally won the mansion. Look at those ghosts. Oh, this looks ugly. Alright, youngster, look lively. Follow me, post haste. They had their smaller, cheaper one, and the fancy schmancy one with all the bells and whistles. And as for the smaller, cheaper one, they didn't have any more of that. Because I only had this idea like a week ago. I was like, oh, that's a good idea. And I Googled it to see if anyone had like a same idea. And I did find other images of people in Luigi costumes with like a proton pack. But I only found like 3 or something images of other people doing it. So it doesn't seem to be like, you know, a super widespread and really acted upon idea there. You know, maybe I'm one of the few that's actually done it, which, you know, is kind of neat. You know, it was something that I really wanted to do for the sake of this final Luigi's Mansion stream for, you know, stuff around here, and also just something fun to do on campus during my final year of university here. And, yeah, they were sold out of the cheaper, more reasonably priced ones that are a little bit smaller than that and not quite as fancy with the lights and sounds and stuff. And, they checked the inventory of other stores, and the closest one that had one was in Lloydminster. I live in central Alberta. Lloydminster is on the border between Alberta and Saskatchewan. It's like a 4+ hour drive from here, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. And the only one they had left was like the more expensive than I would have liked. Like, super fancy schmancy model here. And I was like, well, I'm doing it for the bit, and I got it, and now I have this, and now, now I am the owner of a friggin' massive Ghostbusters Proton pack that I'm gonna need to figure out where the hell I'm putting this after today. Like, some storage closet somewhere or something like that, until next year's Halloween, or, you know, like, a fan expo, or Comic-Con, or Anime-thon, or something like that, that I could take it to. So, you know, well, we'll see here. But yeah, I now own that thing. There's also a small piece of it missing out the bottom. I took it out of the box, and there was already like a little piece of plastic that was broken off of it, and I didn't tell what it was broken off of. I only saw earlier today that it's some notch like down here that you can barely see, and I assume nobody really noticed, but I might be able to glue it back on later now that I know where it goes. But pretty much, it really sucks getting something out of the box and it's broken already in one spot. Especially when you paid like $250 for it and there's no returns. But that's neither here nor there. You know. But yeah, I think it's the most successful video game film ever, which is surprising given how the series started because the critics said Scott's silly beaver game was scary. Yeah, they look like scary robot animatronics. I think that it is a really fascinating case within the gaming industry, just of like, hey, here's a small independent developer that went on to, you know, create his own thingamabob there, like he was a solo dev, and it became so vastly popular that here it is spawning, you know, now an incredibly successful video game movie. As I was discussing during Fire Emblem Fates recently, I feel like my personal take of it was like, you know, the ending kind of area got a little bit convoluted, and there was a couple parts where I was like, wait, he can do that? But generally, I like the film. You know, most successful horror franchise on the planet, really. Even more so than like some of the greats over the years, like Silent Hill. Stuff like that. Or everyone's favorite horror game, Dead by Daylight, that everyone knows that I absolutely adore and don't have any hard feelings towards nowadays. So your name's Luigi. I think our paths were destined to cross. Well met, Luigi. Is that what you think? It's gotta be up there, at least. That's for sure. Where's this, you ask? Also, is there like a single pixel wide line between the background here and the game, like a single pixel black line? I'm looking over the stream layout, and it looks like there might be. Hold on. Did I not crop this properly? Hold on. If I just crop this from the right, one more pixel, bam, like that. Yeah, I think it's gone. Now I think that they're flush. All right, cool. Why, these cozy corners are where I do my ghost studying. Professor Egad's Ghost Research Laboratory. The lab, if you have a shortening mind. You won this mansion in a contest you didn't even enter. Sounds pretty fishy to me. So you believe the mansion actually exists then? Strange. I've been living here since I was a lad of 20 or so. And I'll tell you, that mansion appeared just a few days ago. The spirits have fooled you. I don't know if it's a dream, an illusion, or what all, but I surely wouldn't be too happy winning a haunted house. Now that I get a look at you, I just recalled. A guy with a red hat kind of like yours went up to the mansion without even stopping to chat, and he never returned. Was he a dream too? What? That guy was your brother? Oh no, that's horrible. Oh yeah, also other costume things. Where'd I put it? It's gotta be somewhere on the, oh gosh, dang it. I'm just now remembering. How am I only just now remembering this? I had like a fake mustache with it too. Did I not take it out of my pocket? I have no easy way to access my pockets in this. I literally need to do this because it's one piece here, and then the one piece is real. Reach into my pockets, and yeah, I don't know where the little comedic fake mustache is. I thought that it would be on my desk here. I was gonna start streaming with it like taped on my face like I had earlier today, and I completely forgot about it until now because I was taking like a power nap, and then like my mind blanked on things. I did also get from that thingamabob like some Ghostbusters patches that are meant to be able to, you know, stick on permanently to some clothing item if you apply heat and stuff. I didn't have the time to do that, so I got like some paper clips and I hung them on the buttons here and stuff, and I had these two things just kind of hanging loosely. And I had a little fake mustache taped to my face, and now I don't even know where the heck it is. So just use your imagination. I can't believe that I forgot about that. I was gonna wear it throughout the stream, and then towards the end, I was gonna rip it off and be like, "Ha! All these years, the mustache has been fake all along," and it was gonna be funny. And now I've completely ruined the bit because I forgot about it through the power of napping because I was tired as hell. No, that's horrible. You won't stand a chance against those ghosts without my help. You have to go after him. I have no idea where the mustache could have gone. It doesn't look like it's on my desk. And I'm like, what the heck? Here's the plan. I'll teach you to deal with ghosts so you can rescue your brother, Luigi. Also, my professor in my earth science class did not know who Luigi was. He looked over at me and he was like, "Oh, you're Mario, right?" And the whole class just kind of laughed. I was like, he asked me, like, "The costume that you have, you're Mario, right?" And I was like, "No, I'm his brother." He was like, "Mario has a brother?" Choose the controller settings on the pause screen, and okay, R, suck things up with the vacuum. Z, check your inventory. L, shoot out fire, water, or ice. What? That's a thing that I can do in this? Move Luigi, change direction. Luigi faces. Check your map, search with the Game Boy Horror. Okay, I'll figure it out here and stuff. As a vacuum cleaner, I engineered to catch ghosts. I call it, this is genius, the Poltergust 3000. It can suck up all kinds of things. Let her rip. No, he legitimately didn't know. Was the case. Use the R button to vacuum and the C stick to change your direction. Game Boy Horror. Whoa. Yeah, I see more things about FNAF than any other. Yeah, but you know, that's also just because, you know, it's a big franchise with the younger generation of, like, you know, teenagers to young adults. The ones that are the most perpetually online are gonna be making, like, the most posts about it. And, you know, other horror franchises, like, might not be as big, like, mainstream, but would have had, like, a lot more years to build up, like, established fan base and stuff like that. Like Silent Hill, Resident Evil, to name a couple big ones there. You know, is the case. But I don't know. No matter how strong you think your brother is, ghosts are mysterious beings. They can't be caught using conventional means. Yeah, you need something like this. So you better use this. It's the only way to foil them. This is the only thing they fear. Or something to that effect. Well, how's about we start your training? Ghosts seem to like darkness, and they avoid the light. So if you hit them with a flashlight beam all of a sudden, you can stun them momentarily. Then it's vacuuming time. When you see your chance, hold down the R button and tilt the control stick in the opposite direction. Just give it a try. You'll learn more that way than just listening to me yap about it. Eh? Wait, what? Or as soon as you see it goes hard, that's your chance to vacuum out. Vacuuming, tilt the control stick in the opposite direction and bring him in. Okay. Like this. Also, I'm sure sometime later tonight, I'll go and, you know, grab the Doogie and bring her down here when things are getting late for, like, late night Doogie cam and stuff. While I'm up, I can see if my mustache is along with the gloves, like, in the other room. I'm not gonna do that right now. But, yeah, so I might adhere that again if I see it over there. I don't really have any tape around here. I can't believe I completely forgot about that. I had a quick nap and then it all got wiped from my memory. When that surprise ghost hearts appear, vacuum it with the R button and the control stick. The control stick in the direction opposite to the ghost. Man. Have to get as close as you can before flashing the light. Surprise them with the light when they get close. Pow-pow! More the better, got it? So, like, if I hold the B button on my controller here, then, you know, what? Then it turns off the light. So it's on by default. But I guess I need to, you know, specifically have it off so that I can do that. You know, or something or other. Whoa. I mean, that worked there. Hold on. Go ahead and do that. There we go. But yeah, it goes to me to see the flashlight. The Poltergust 3000 as a team. You got me, young fella? That'll do. Well, how many did you get? Oh, 5 ghosts, huh? You're getting the hang of it, Luigi. Fine, fine. Looks like you worked up quite a sweat there. What a little cool down in the gallery. I'm quite proud of it, you know. Sure. Off we go. Hey, a quick swig of water here. Hi. Welcome to the gallery. I'm thirsty, hold on. I once had 21 paintings in my famous ghost collection. But now there are only frames What a crying shame. Unfortunately, there are only statues here now, but feel free to look around here anyway. Use the X button to check your surroundings with that Game Boy Horror I gave you. Be sure to search suspicious places extra well. You can also check objects with A button by tapping and shaking stuff. Don't try that on the angel statues. Okay, so what button there? I guess this is my equivalent thing. What? Like, I don't think I have them mapped. I think I just have them mapped like a Nintendo controller where it's like A is on the right and, you know, B is down here. But I can see here. So if I... Nope. I have the buttons actually set to what they are, it looks like. Didn't he say not to press, like, the X button, though? The X button is this, though. What? Statue? A very tall angel statue by the looks of it? I don't know. Yeah, I remember when you were young and thought the Game Boy Horror was a real system. Hi. I'm pushing art for today. Yeah. Alright then. Yeah, I guess we're out of here. Where do you go, Luigi? The mansion. Careful now, Luigi. Alright, here we go. The first mansion in the series here. Apparently Luigi's Mansion 2 is coming to the Switch here in the near future. Oh my goodness, what's going on with this pack there? I already covered it on the channel, so I'm not doing it again. Would have been a whole lot easier covering the version on the Switch, considering all the difficulty I had with the 3DS version, both on like emulator and my actual physical 3DS that I kept switching between. Because, you know, I don't have a 3DS capture card, so I had to use like a third-party means to stream my 3DS to my computer. I kept switching between the two to get past certain parts that one or the other would crash, and it was a mess. Where'd you go, Mario? Wow, Luigi. Huh, Luigi? Wow, it's Luigi. You finally made it. Oh, joy. Thank goodness. Me? Well, Princess Peach asked me to come here to look for Mario. He left when he heard that you won a mansion, and he never returned. Then when I arrived here, the mansion was full of ghosts. I didn't see Mario anywhere, and I kind of freaked out a little, and I didn't know what to do. It's been awful. Please, 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 you have to help me find Mario. If he doesn't get back, you have no idea how upset the princess will be. She'll flip. Leave it to me. Yeah. Hey, thanks, Luigi. You made my dark and stormy night. Wow, everything's light now. I wish I could do something to help you. Wait, I've got it. At least let me do this. I'm gonna adjust my chair there a little bit. Sure. I would love to save. There we go. Talk to me for help anytime. Alright, wait. What? 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 I can't exactly light this on fire here, can I? Whoa. And then burn the crap there. Well, I don't know, man. Give me that. And then... I don't know. Okay, and the controls are inverted there. I have to keep in mind. Alright, I don't know. Give me these coins and stuff. Alright. I know that in this game, the ending changes, like, based on how many coins and stuff you got. I'm not gonna be collecting a butt ton. I'm just gonna be, like, playing through and trying to beat it. That's all I'm gonna be trying to do. Yoink. There we go. Oh, look at all that. Look at all the monies and stuff. Okay. You know, with shots like that, this kind of reminds me of, things like older Resident Evil games, or maybe even just like a point-and-click adventure game where it's like you interact with the door, and it goes into like the much more realistic up-close shot, you know? That's what it makes me think of there. Guy with the... Yeah, I saw that! Where it's like, you know, community notes on Twitter, or literally correcting PETA on FNAF lore, where they said like, the bite of 87 wouldn't have happened if it was a vegan pizza, and the community notes were like, it would have in fact happened because it's unrelated. The phone guy literally says, and it goes into the details there. Like, my goodness. Oh. Mario! Mario! Mario? Yeah, I was about to say there. You know, Elon's kind of turned Twitter, or the platform formerly known as Twitter, into like a dumpster fire. Well, more so than it already was, I should say. I shouldn't say he turned it into a dumpster fire. Like, that would be disingenuous to say that. I don't know, man. Do I just, like... I don't know, a dreadful picture with a candle next to it might be important. I don't know. But, you know, you always gotta acknowledge, you know, positive things that people have done too. Not just be the kind of person that's like, oh, everything's awful and there's nothing good. You know, like in my video essays on modern Pokemon, I always try to, you know, point out the things that are, you know, good in them too. And community notes is a genuine, like, game changer stuff that's actually really good and probably should have been there for a long time. You know, there's so many funny instances of community notes as well. You know, of people that are blatantly wrong about, like, really dumb stuff. Aha! Hey, Mario! Mario! Hello, a sandwich. Happy All Hallow Tide. You what? Oh, nose. Okay. Come here, you. Get in there. You know, I keep on saying that, or I've said a little bit here, and I kept on saying on a university campus with that proton pack on my back, like, Luigi's not messing around with the ghosts anymore. But, to be fair, like, the poltergust actually seems like the superior device, realistically, considering we just stun them with a flashlight and then just suck them in. These things, you need to have, like, ghost traps that you put out onto the ground. I haven't seen Ghostbusters in a long time, so, like, correct me if I'm wrong on my Ghostbusters lore here, but, you know, I know that you have to put, like, the traps on the ground. You gotta basically wrangle them with this thing and then guide them towards the trap. Like, it's so much harder. So, you know, maybe the poltergust is actually the superior device, but, you know, this looks like the clearly more heavy-duty thing, you know? It's kind of the case. And then for Halloween, you learn something every day. Huh. Yeah, news to me there. Alright, open up